I love playing these types of.
Thanks as always.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
And he was a beast on the offensive glass in that first half. How can they slow him down?
Yeah, look, even when you put a body on him, he finds ways to extend possession.
And on the floor for Mitch Johnson starting the second half. Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. And it's Fox in at the point guard. Spurs trail by 5. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his third foul of the game. Majimski's checked in for Spencer.
Substitution for your Warriors. Number 2.
Vassell passes to Wembanyama. Barnes with a screen on Green. Down low. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Well, I love that dish. Wembanyama's so unselfish.
The Warriors lead by 3. Outside Hield. Here's the pick. Up and in on the layup. Hield's got 5 now.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Wembanyama screen. Fox the pass to Wembanyama. 3 on 3. Tipped. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Vassell. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Stephen Curry, he's checked in for the Warriors. Spurs on D. It's a 5-point game. Controls the rebound and the putback.
The ultimate team player. Green does all the little things that end up making a big difference.
Here's Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. It's stolen by Green. Here's Kuminga. Ooh, Kuminga. So deadly at the rim.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Spurs trail by 9. Barnes with a screen on Green. Wembanyama pass to Barnes. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Curry's got 4 rebounds in the game. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Kuminga. Uh-oh, Kuminga on the take. And Kuminga throws it down.
Well, you see the strength right there. Kuminga is skilled at fending off the defense.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
This quarter, they've already given up 6 points off turnovers. The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Putting his lightning quick speed to perfect use in transition. Fox is a menace in the open floor.
Here's Curry. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
Outside Moody. Pass to Green. Out to Kuminga. And there's a 3-second violation. And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
They really need to reshape their defense. They have to get out to him quicker to slow his three-point attack.
And the Warriors making a change here. Butler's checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. Cornette's checked in for Wembanyama. Sohan comes in for Barnes. And it's Harper in for De'Aaron Fox. Vassell. The shot, no good. The Warriors lead by 7. Here's Moody. And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
A different look for San Antonio. Wembanyama's checked in for Cornette. Barnes comes in for Sohan. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Harper.
We know Green prefers to work up close. He loves getting those high percentage looks.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Warriors at last season's trade deadline swinging the deal for Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry said him signing an extension is big. He's committed for this run. It creates expectations, which I love. We all thrive off of that energy in that kind of environment. We are up for the challenge. Back to you guys.
They're all in. Allie, thank you. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And following that, the number of second chance buckets they've tallied has been superb, showing no mercy in hitting the offensive glass.
The Warriors lead by 7. And here's Curry for 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass heating. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Just an unacceptable turnover. You have to know where you are on the court.
Yeah, but errors like that happen. The important thing is not to let them compound on it.
Hits a three-pointer.
Oh, that's one fluid motion. Curry's shot is a thing of beauty.
And Fox powers it home.
Oh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
And the basket by Castle.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
To the inside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside Moody, back to Hield. Pass to Moody, fires the 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Here's Barnes. Back to Wembanyama. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Golden State Warriors, leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Butler out there with Moody, then it's Buddy Hield, then there's Brandon Podziemski, and it's Horford in at center. That's the Warriors 5.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
And San Antonio making a change here. Cornette's checked in. Here's Butler. Butler! So crafty around the rim.
Well, I think the kids would say Jimmy was in his bag, right?
The 3 from Barnes. Rebounded by Hield.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Well, when you think about all the miles Jimmy Butler has on his legs now, how many more does he have left, Grant?
Well, he's been shouldering the load for a long time. But what separates him from the pack is his sheer will and his IQ. So he might just surprise us a little.
Green's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Podziemski. San Antonio also making some changes. Wembanyama comes in for Cornette. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Harper. Wembanyama against Green. Outside for Wembanyama. Back to Castle. Shot clock at 6. Fades. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Outside Curry. Gets stolen by Fox. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Pass to Hield. Outside Butler. Now Curry. He's covered by Fox. Here's Butler. Emphatic finish from Butler.
Love seeing Butler go up strong. When he dunks it, you feel it from here.
Wembanyama's shot is good.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And he makes a first.
And you can tell being a leader comes naturally to Curry. He sets the tone out there, and all his guys follow his lead.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Barnes passes to Wembanyama. Back to Barnes. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th. Getting into the danger area now. He's going to have to be a little more cautious down the stretch.
And the Spurs making a change here. Olenek's checked in for Wembanyama. Sohan comes in for Barnes. Johnson, he's checked in for Vassell. And it's McLaughlin in for De'Aaron Fox. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Both teams will make substitutions. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He said, "This is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up." He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his 2nd in this half.
Lets it fly. And he buries the jumper.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
Wembanyama! Yes, sir, with the 3.
And they've really relied on him down the stretch.
The Warriors lead by 7. Draymond Green! Green able to hit from 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now Hield. Curry looking it over. Curry takes it in. Down it goes.
Not just a lights-out shooter, Curry is also exceptional on the drive.
And Fox has got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. A 12-point game. Here's Barnes. Now Wembanyama. Just 5 on the clock.
Yeah, such a difficult frame to guard. Wembanyama draws the foul easily.
Timeout called, Mitch Johnson. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And he drops the first.
One of the most unique prospects the game has ever seen. Wembanyama's height and versatility make him a generational talent.
The Warriors lead by 10. Curry fires. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. That's tipped. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors.
Golden State ball.
A minute and a half left in the 4th quarter. And he nails it.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively. Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Butler can't get the 3.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too. Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Warriors.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And of course,
Yet another steal from him.
he's making history, tied for third most steals in a single game.
Just incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball. No good from three. Puts up the tray. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, putting in work inside.
You got to be impressed with Fox's court awareness. He has a feel for when one of his guys is uncovered.
Curry outside. From downtown. And again for three.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Fox. Can't hit from the elbow. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Well, now we have some time. All right, thanks, Allie. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And we'll see you next time.
Body be lazy. I said don't stop the body rock till your eyesight starts to get hazy. Clean out your ears and you open your eye. If you want to hear the music, just come alive. If you don't know how, get ready to learn. Cause Cosmo's taking
and a freaky D and a funky beat. A little, what do you see? It's Cosmo D. Yeah, baby, that's me. I got the beat that's oh so sweet. Without me rocking this incomplete. So rock this yo, rock that yo, rock on and don't you dare stop. You rock this, rock that, and that's a fact. Boy, the jam on crew and rock your body right. Rock a steam room for motor right off the track. And the whole wide world of funk attack to the beat, yo. Get down. Let me rock it to the rhythm of the funky sound. From hill to hill, from Z to Z. And when jam on's rocking, everybody.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and there's hope in the smell of hardwood in the air, Tim, which means it's time to tip off a new NBA. Season.
Yeah, Kevin, the excitement is in the air because it counts starting tonight. We heard all the previews, new faces, new places. We're through the preseason. Now we finally get to see how it's going to play out.
So glad you've joined us. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It is great to be here, Kevin. Can't wait.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Fox and Castle are their guards. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. And it's Vassell in at the small forward. Fades. Almost, but it rolls out.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
And the basket by Curry.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
And the shot goes in.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Green kicks to Curry. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Spurs have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Wembanyama. And he gets the whistle. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered.
After review, the ruling on floor stands. Victor Wembanyama.
Officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Barnes against Green. Castle on the wing. 5 on the clock. The fader. Jimmy Butler pulls it in. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Curry passes it to Moody. Outside Butler. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Curry with the 3, and it's Fox with the rebound.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Now in his late 30s, Steph Curry, Tim, continues to be a dominant force.
Well, his conditioning is on a world-class level, Kevin. He's never been one to beat you with his explosiveness, so his plan is just to outlast his opponents. That's a tough start for them offensively. Now just 1 for 5 from the field. They've got to find their groove.
Wembanyama, a screen on Curry. A shot by Wembanyama, no good.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
A nice shot by Moody.
And the passing of Butler can be overlooked, but Jimmy normally averages about 5 assists per game.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Al Horford's checked in for Green. Wembanyama against Horford. Wembanyama passes to Barnes. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
The Warriors making a switch here. Green's checked in.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Drills it from outside.
And only a handful of guys have really changed the game of basketball, but Curry has redefined what we consider to be a bad shot. Now think about that.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
Hey, Jimmy Butler is the complete package. Coach Steve Kerr said he's an amazing player. The skill, the strength, the ability to get to the line, his passing connects the game. And in the end, it goes beyond that. Just his presence out there. He's a lion. He's a force. Back over to you, Kevin.
One of the best for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Here's Butler. They kick out to Hield. Back to Butler. Pass to Moody.
2 minutes remaining.
And Curry has it in the corner. Lock at 6. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Curry's got 8 points.
He's been on fire since the beginning of this game, particularly when you look at the high percentage shots he's getting.
And that one's good. Green.
Oh, look at the hustle there from Draymond, leaving it all on the floor.
Here's Fox. He takes it in, and it's Fox with the jam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see you. That's your point guard getting up.
Oh, terrific move there. I think he may need to check those ankles. It's just left the defender on the ground.
Man, that is nasty. What a move.
At well over 7 feet tall. Inside is easy money for Victor.
Down low, here's Green, and Green slams it in.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standard, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Warriors leading by 3. The kick outside to Butler. Pass to Curry. Uncovered. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
And so Fox will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And he comes up with the deuce. He's got 12.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
Green kicks to Butler. Fires the 3, and there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Butler.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors in control. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Now, what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
A pair of shooters at the guards, Curry and Hield. Moody is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Post in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Warriors' 5. I've always admired the impact that Steph Curry, Tim, has made on this game, and not only at this level, but at every level. With that in mind, do shooters train differently in part because of him?
Yeah, I believe they do, Kevin, but you've got to beware. This is a guy that's often imitated, rarely replicated. He is so special, but I think guys need to add escape dribbles, the sidestep dribble, and certainly deep shooting off the dribble. That's where Steph Curry has impacted the modern shooter.
That's good advice. Castle finds Vassell. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Wembanyama sets a screen for Barnes. 4 on the shot clock.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
Hield can't hit.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Outside for Wembanyama. The size, the shooting touch. Wembanyama is unreal.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Back to Vassell. Launches a 3. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Warriors leading by 12. Fox with the steal. It's deflected. Butler with the steal. Here's Curry with the 3. Steph, perfection from the arc.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Warriors have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Connects from three-point range. Curry's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Warriors. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Back to Castle. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. Wembanyama.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Curry outside, and the Warriors, another 3. I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 7-team trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties, but basically teams have more flexibility salary-wise in these multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys. This is where things are headed.
Big moves indeed. All right, Shams, we appreciate the update. Wembanyama outside. For the three.